Welcome back to another episode of Spectating Silver, where we break down gameplay from silver lobbies and uncover the key mistakes keeping players stuck in low elo. In this episode, we're watching Arena in a Silver 2 lobby. Throughout this match, we'll touch on pre-round planning, positioning, peaking strategies, and the importance of playing as a team. If you've been struggling to climb out of silver, this video is for you. Let's jump in. Now right away we notice the lack of pre-round comms. There's no discussion about who's holding which site, and that leaves our duelist defending a site solo. Now this is a perfect example of why communication is crucial in Valorant. When you are all alone on site, your best move is to play further back and plan for a retake, but Reyna pushes too early here, gets caught out in a bad position, and is instantly sent back to spectating. Pre-round planning can decide the outcome of a round before it even begins. Things get worse as ISO disconnects, forcing the team into a 4v5, and because Riot's remake system is unreliable, they're stuck playing it out. However, Reyna adapts in round 2, playing further back and rotating to mid. Now with a pretty ballsy peek, they do secure the kill on Vice, but then, this is a great example of low elo players practicing proper peeking mechanics. Jiggle peeking like this builds confidence while keeping you relatively safe. Reyna secures another kill on Phoenix and finishes the round strong. Now, I would have put this blind a bit further into the room to potentially blind someone a bit deeper into B long, but they managed to secure the kill and win the round.
Fantastic headshot with the Marshall.
And now we're back to bad positioning. Now Reyna's gonna hide behind this box. She has her 2 blinds, but she doesn't use them, so it leads to an easy trade. Now, in a 4v5, trades, they're not ideal. You want to stay alive and give your team the advantage. Another round, another positioning mistake. Holding an angle like this without proper cover is risky, especially if you don't hit your headshot. In Silver, it's these small positioning errors that add up quickly.
Bad positioning strikes again.
Something else I noticed is Reyna's switching between the Vandal and the Phantom. While they're both excellent weapons, consistency is key, so constantly switching can throw off your muscle memory, especially under pressure. Stick to one and master it. You'll see more consistent results. Something to note about B-Link on this map is that it is very hard to retake due to the amount of angles that you have to check. When you can avoid getting caught here, the better, because as the bomb ticks away, the enemies know you don't have time to rotate to either be long or spawn side. So when you do make your presence known, try and take over a part of site if possible. Deep rotates can be effective, but only when timed well and done with teammates. Here you see Reyna burn through her blinds and their ult. They secure a few kills, but ultimately it just wasn't enough to pull off the round win. Now here we see Reyna practicing good crosshair placement and solid positioning and peeking. They play patiently and don't force the angle. This gives them the time to pick fade off and hold the angle on Phoenix. So in the end, good positioning, peeking, and crosshair placement lands the dub. Here we see Reyna go in with a pretty high blind. I prefer the blinds to be a bit more like this second blind. Now a solid kill on Reyna before repositioning back to A main. Now here they should have continued playing off of their team, but instead they do get hungry and go back in for another kill. Now they push up and secure a very lucky kill on Vice, and then continue to push through the smoke, manages to secure the kill on Clove. Could have rotated out, but instead they get hungry and go for Phoenix, not seeing fade on the other side. This game ends in a 9-13 loss, but it's a great example of how small mistakes add up. Let's recap the takeaways. Pre-round planning is essential. Time and time again, this team suffered from a lack of communication before the round even started. A quick discussion on who's holding what site or how to adapt to the 4v5 could have completely changed the outcome of many of these rounds. Positioning matters. This game showed how bad positioning can lead to easy kills for the enemy. Standing in exposed angles, holding predictable spots without cover, or taking unnecessary risks give the other team free advantages. Move with purpose. Watching Reyna's crosshair placement while moving was a clear reminder of how much it matters. If your crosshair isn't aimed at potential threat areas as you move, you're wasting valuable reaction time. Focus on keeping your crosshair at head level and aimed where your enemies are likely to be. Every teammate matters. This game would have looked completely different if ISO hadn't disconnected. Losing a player early not only puts you at a numbers disadvantage, but it also affects team morale. So even if someone's having a bad game, before you flame them, remember, they might be the reason you clutch a future round. With better communication, consistent decisions, and fewer distractions, this team could have turned the match around. Remember, small improvements add up to big wins over time. Thanks for tuning in to episode 2 of Spectating Silver. If you're looking for teammates or tips to climb out of silver, join our Discord, link in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see in the next episode. This is Fizz. GG and good luck out there.
Book your vacations now. This is going to be exhausting.